It's time to learn and also to see what someone is doing as a businessman. We have Emmanuel Smith Akpan of Noel Smith Events Production. Of course, they've been there running a successful events company, everything about events production and all of that. It's great to have you, Emmanuel. You are welcome to the show.
Same here.
All right. You've been doing this for how long now?
By the grace of God, we're looking at 16 years plus now.
As purely on events production and all
Definitely.
that. Was this your first foray into business? Did you just get into it and started events production? Or there was something that preceded this?
Okay. I used to work at Mother Care.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden they had a big space and they were looking at what to make use of the space. So I spoke to my MD and I said, Federal Palace is very close by. They have big halls. Most people want to have seminars, trainings. They don't have a small hall. So why don't we have a hall? So unknown to me, 2 months later, a hall is ready. An announcement is made. Since you brought the idea, you're now the hall manager. So that's how it started.
Even while you were working for somebody else, you had that entrepreneurial mindset.
I've always wanted to work for
You've
myself.
always wanted to work for yourself. You have people in this day and age who maybe they are working for somebody in that particular situation that you are in, but maybe they don't have the time to explore that creative part of them. You know, how can they do it and branch out in that situation?
I was talking to a friend the other day, and I said, I wish the universities can teach entrepreneurial as a course.
Entrepreneurship as a course, exactly.
Fully. Just like you have business management, but not business management this time around. Entrepreneurship. So that people, after going to university, they come out ready to start a business of their own. Not wait for government, not wait for a white-collar job. I love to wear suits like you, but also like to be free like this.
Definitely. It depends on the day you see me. If you see me on Fridays, it's different. I just
Definitely,
supposed to here.
definitely.
In the same work now. Everything will just go out because
Definitely.
convenience. But you see, okay, now let's talk about Noel Smith exactly. What exactly is Noel Smith into? What's everything that Noel Smith does?
Okay. Noel Smith started as a decorator.
Okay.
I love, like I told you, I became the hall manager. So when people come to decorate the hall before an event, I was forced to stay back since I was the manager of the hall to look at what was happening. So while the guys were putting up their stuff, I was just watching. So at times they get tired. Like, can I help you? Like, but you don't understand. But I said, I've been watching you. I don't need to go learn it. Once you're doing it, I'm looking at it, I'm learning. So that's how I started. All of a sudden,
And then it blew up and went into a lot of things, lighting, you do sound, you do audio visual and all of that involved in this particular company.
Now, the beauty is, I'm somebody that loves to learn. So coming here today, I've learned a lot.
How important is that trait for an entrepreneur?
Like I tell people, for every business, there's a period. There's the starting period. There's the period people get to trust you. Because if I don't trust you to be able to do the job, I can't give you a job. So there's a period people get to trust you. So there's consistency. Even when it's not going your way, you need to be consistent. There are times you don't get a job for... My first year, I got 3 jobs. 365 days, 3 jobs. I had a family. So my wife told me, hey, you went to school. Why don't you dust your certificates and go look for a job? I said, this is where my money is. So you need to believe in yourself before people believe in you. So consistency is very, very important because people are watching you. You might not know it, but people are watching you. And after some time, they will start believing in you and start to, patronize you.
Now, one place that I know that many people have issues in business is expansion. Why do I say so? A number of businesses, one man starts it, and then he's the sole runner. He's just doing everything himself. He's there involved in everything. When it gets to the part of, now you spoke about people trusting the businessman. Now, how about the businessman trusting other people to do the job or training other people to do the job in such a way so that he or that business can expand? That is where a number of businesses, even in this country, have a challenge. How did you expand into all of these things? What are those things that you learned that helped you expand your business?
Okay, for me, I never stop learning. Never. So we have seminars that we attend, and they tell you that, say, if you want to be this big, you need to expand. Now, you can't be everywhere. So you need to have people do some things while you do the major. Now, take, for example, you talk about setting up for a concept like this.
Okay.
The guys come in, they set up the stands, they set up the camera, they set up everything. I come in to do the final thing. So I can't come in, set up the stand, set up the light, set up the wires, set up everything, and still handle the console. No. So, take for example, we have 3 jobs, 4 jobs.
On the same day?
On the same day.
Time.
You can't be everywhere. So, first and foremost is the mindset. If you're not thinking big, you remain where you are. But if you're looking at creating a niche for yourself in the industry, to be well known, and to give back, because the truth of the matter is, the Bible says that for some, he gave 1, 2, 3, some even dug the ground and hid there. For some, he gave so much. So if you know you have been giving so much, why don't you give to others? Because you have so much, even your reservoir has not been touched. So if you keep hiding it, how do you extend your hands and raise men? Because there are times in the industry, you will still need those men. I know people who have, in one way or the other, raised me. If I had followed the trend, there's some people who call me, come work for me, and I won't be paid. The client has not paid. But I didn't look at that. I just saw the 2 years from now.
Plan.
So I kept working, learning, working, learning, working. I can tell you for a fact that those same bosses are giving me jobs right now. Imagine I fought with them over the little cash. Would they be giving me jobs right now?
But now, where do you draw a line? There are some people that will do this and take advantage of you. How do you draw the line?
The truth of the matter is, if you think about today, you won't get to where you're going tomorrow. If you're so worried about the lead you're going to get today, you won't get to where you're going tomorrow. So first off, a second again, is the mindset. Do you want to be big? Do you want to learn from the best? Because the truth of the matter is, most people like to use people. It's a natural thing. But are you looking at learning from the best?
So you're saying that in some situations, some people would use you and let it pass.
Just let it pass. Because your mindset, again, plays an important role.
All right,
if you want to be big, it's a case of an apprentice and the boss. If you don't learn very well, even your boss can introduce you to some places. There's some places I know today that, even not for the fact that I played foolish, quote unquote, I wouldn't have been sent to some places. There's some places I need to go pick some things. There's some people I know today, even not for the fact that I worked under some people, played the fool, and they thought they were sending me, use him up and down. But in the end, I learned, I knew those people, create a relationship. A lot of people got to know me. So I could go to them that, boss, I want to run this thing. They already know me. I already had a relationship. You need this thing. You don't have the contact. I have the contact. So I was building contact while running around for some of these people.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, this is one of the most important questions that I would ask today. What particular challenges have you had setting up this business, especially in a climate like ours that might seem unfavorable? Any small thing now, dollar don't go up, and small thing, you rent equipment, you have your own equipment. So, a lot of things, you might have this budget in mind, and you go and you find that, there's one little million on top of it and all of that. How have you, this and other kinds of challenges, how do you, what is your disposition towards challenges, and how have you been able to overcome this challenge?
Finance. Finance plays an important role in every business you want to go into. Now, if for some of us, there's this Yoruba saying that Mobo only, as in, for some of us, we have parents, we have uncles who are ready to support you. For some of us, we have to scratch from the very bottom to get where we are today. So, at times, the passion you have is the only thing I'm going to see you through. You want to go by, okay, as I'm talking to you right now, I have an order for some lighting equipment from China. But all of a sudden, the dollar changed. Right now, the money I'm supposed to use to balance to even bring in is more than the money I've already paid. So my equipment right now are sitting in China. It can't come in.
Wow.
Because I need so much money to clear them.
Okay then.
So money plays an important role. So we're looking at a situation whereby governments can come to an understanding with the financial bodies. Because if you say, okay, I went to the bank the other day, can I get some loan? And I say, okay, what are the things you got? After writing out all my equipment, which is over in millions,
Millions, yes.
he still told me I'm not qualified for it. I said, so what makes me qualify? So if the banking sector is not willing, truly,
To support small businesses.
because at the end of the day, do you know how many people we employ for a job?
Mr. Emmanuel, this is what this thing you're saying. I would also join my voice and let's call out to the government that we have friendly policies that help businesses like this, because you are actually growing the nation.
Definitely.
We need people like you to be supported fully. And this is us wishing you the best and
Thank you
telling you
very
just go out there. We'll see you go
Thank you
upward and
very
forward and even greater.
Thank you very much.